is up, guys? It's K-Field bringing you a makeup race for Formula 1 2012. This is Belgium. We're at Spa, of course, one of the most famous tracks on the calendar. And very strange this episode, actually. It's basically because I accidentally deleted it off my YouTube playlist. And I was like, it's no problem. I got it on my external hard drive. I'll just re-edit the footage, and throw it back on there. Well, I don't have it anymore, or so it turned out. So here I am again. But the problem is that season one's already over. I did it all already, so I have to use a quick race now, and we're starting all the way at 17th at the back of the grid with the back runners, and that's because this is on hard difficulty, and this car has no upgrades, no R&D development, because it's just a quick race car. And I have a pretty good setup on it, and I felt like I was going as fast as I could possibly go, and I'm still about 2 seconds off the leader. So I just don't know. I was only able to run around a 151.9. So let's considering that I don't think we're going to be able to shoot for a podium. Let's just try to, we're going to go with an aggressive fuel strategy. I'm going to try something. I'm going to really underway the car and see if I can gain a lot of positions off the start and stay fueled at the same time. And then have a couple laps of rich mix towards the end if I really get myself into a battle, to crack into the points, the top 10, then I'll use it. But if I underway the car, we might gain a little bit of speed that way naturally. So let's get out of the track. I've been having tons of problems with my recording software. Turns out it was my X264 codec. It was broken. So I had to find an older build. And it seems to be working. I've done some tests, like recorded the intro to the game, and it recorded it just fine. But what was happening is I would hear the game sounds, and I'd see about the first 2 minutes of video, not even, and then the screen would just turn green, like a green screen. There'd be no footage. I have no idea what was causing it, but hopefully it doesn't happen this time. As the lights are about to come on and go out. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're underway at Spa. Picking up positions pretty rapidly. Trying to snake my car in through this massive jam of cars. Don't want to pull a Grosjean. Just narrowly missing 2 cars due to how much they brake going into Eau Rouge like that. But I figured this should make for some exciting racing because we're way in the field, deep in the field. So I think I'm going to be equal pace with these midfield cars. Except for this corner, I just don't understand how they take it so fast. It's so hard to hit it right. Yeah, I'm definitely tight in the dirty air. Yep. Looks like we're gonna get around Weber or Vettel. We're up to 6. I didn't even realize. And it looks like my teammate is in front of me, and Satil. We're gonna get past him using the slipstream advantage. I'm gonna cut to his underside, going into the bus stop chicane, get on the brakes nice and early, take the bottom line. Because it's very easy to overtake here, believe it or not. Don't have DRS to come out of the bus stop yet because we're not at lap 3, up to 5th. So we're doing very well. I think underfueling the car is giving us a massive advantage. Use about a quarter bar curse here just to get up off the line, check our fuel. Only 1 lap of fuel. We're going to get past Jean-Eric Verne, of course, in the Toro Rosso. Now, one thing you may notice, if it happens, is that, and here's why I think the cars are so fast, and I hope this is not the case, as we run purple right now, but it is only lap 2, so that makes sense. The mod, True to Life AI, was updated because somebody created a 2013 DRS regulation mod, which means that you can no longer use DRS anywhere but the designated DRS zones, even in practice and qualifying, which means you can only use it where you normally wouldn't race. So I'm stuck having to do that, and I'm not sure if the AI cars are still allowed to use it whenever they want, because they seem awfully fast for just professional difficulty. I'm not on Legend right now. This is professional, and I had to lower it because there was just no way. In my current second season, we are on professional as well, or we were for Australia. So as I'm getting the hang of it, you're obviously slower because the AI cars have an easier time picking up the throttle coming out of like hairpin corners, because if you do that without ABS, you're going to spin really easily. So you really have to feather the throttle as you would in a real car, not to spin the rears and lose a bunch of time or lose the car altogether. So I'm getting more and more used to it, and as that happens, my speeds start increasing. We will be going back to Legend difficulty. But at the same time, I kind of feel like professional is the most realistic, and even the mod maker said the same thing, is the most realistic of the 2013 paces. Not on all tracks, but most of them. As we're up to 4th now, climbing up Bar Rouge. That's such an awesome corner. I can't even imagine what that feels like on a driver's gut going up that. It's like, imagine the world's fastest roller coaster times 10. That's probably what that feels like. So yeah, as I get better without using assists, and I am pretty good as far as not locking my brakes up without the ABS. Sometimes, depends, like the one corner on Bahrain that it's a banking left turn that you have to be on the brakes for as you go down into the turn. Very easy to lock your left front up there just because of the load you're putting on that tire. So you tend to have to switch your brake balance to the rear just for that corner to get it by. So it's not that easy, that's for sure. But we will be going back to Legend difficulty for sure. And I plan on doing some 100% races as well. I don't know if I'm going to post a whole hour and a half long video in one clip, or if I'm going to do 100% and make it around 45 minutes and then have highlights. I'm going to cut it up into different sections and then try to highlight time, any major events that happen, whether it's an overtake or a spin or a safety car, things of that nature. I really got to get on it here because Hamilton's really getting me a good run right now. He's driving better in the quick race than he does in the career, it seems. He is going to get by with DRS. I am going to try to squeeze him. And I'm going to brake a little bit later than him and dive underneath him. Going to give him plenty of room. And I'll have the inside line here going into this corner. So we get our position back up to 4th, still in the points, doing very well for ourselves right now with the way this car is set up. You can hear me having to lift a couple times there, and you really shouldn't have to do that. Kind of bothered me, honestly. So no DRS that time. If Hamilton was in front of me at that point, I would have got DRS there to use down this front straightaway. It's funny, I only know two names of the corners are like, this is our Rouge. And then I know Blanchimont is the very long curvy straightaway heading to the final bus stop. I have DRS, I don't know how I got that, but I'll use it. I knew we were going to hit the gravel pit. We went in a little bit shallow there. Didn't turn in as well as I would have liked. I can feel the option tires starting to give up a little bit. Plus I got grapple on my left front. So let's use a little bit of our curves now. A little more wouldn't hurt. Really got to stop dipping my tire in the grass because it's hurting our grip. Okay, pitting this lap. I want to try to make a decent gap between me and Vettel. This way he doesn't try to jump us in the pits. Because at this rate, I mean, looks like we're probably guaranteed a top 10 finish at least. I don't know if we're going to be able to hang on to a top 5. I mean, there's a very small chance we can end up with a podium, yes, but chances are something catastrophic would have to happen. So I'm going to drop it down the lean, try to save a little bit of fuel. Let's make it a quick stop, boys. Not bad, 3.1, not bad for a midfield car. We will go to standard mix, or we will go to rich. I think now is probably the most important time to run it on our out lap to try to beat the other cars out of the pits. Okay, we're maintaining the gap, very nice.
Close the gap.
Also, another thing is that I really want to do is I want to do a co-op championship with somebody. You know, somebody that's got Skype and, you know, is cool. It's got a good head on their shoulders. You know, they don't have an attitude. Somebody around my age, so I can relate. If anybody watching would like to do that, feel free to, you know, send me a message. I'm always down as we go deep into the gravel. We're gonna have to use all our curves here to make that up. And we hit it again. Lost a lot of front end grip with that gravel there, especially on the hard tire. Oh, going way off. I didn't realize the car was gonna pull that much. Yeah, there is cars in the pits. Let's see if we pass them.
There's quite a few cars in the pits right now. Watch out for cars exiting the pits.
Okay, we're up to 6, so not bad. I knew we probably wouldn't hang around in the top 5, but remember, we're still pretty low on weight. Could make up some speed. To try to reel in, use my curves now and reel in Hamilton because he doesn't have DRS, and I have a chance to get it if I gain some speed on him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm going to rewind it. Sorry, guys. I know you hate the rewinds, but I didn't want to take a chance that I was getting a wreck in a car and having to restart the video.
Cars is next.
Okay, let's run Rich a little bit longer to try to gain some speed, catch Hamilton. He's got to be faster than us here.
We have a little bit of spare fuel. We should keep an eye on it over the next few laps. The car ahead is holding you up. We need to pass. You're currently faster in sector 1.
We'll cut the corner. Stay standard mix. Use all my curves here to try to get to that DRS point. We are faster in sector 1, so got about 4 laps to go. Probably about 2 seconds behind him. Gonna shove him to the inside. He's gonna have to concede. Okay, Hamilton's on full revs now, which means we probably won't get to him. But we are up to P5, which is great news. So we are back in the top 5. We are kind of, I don't know, we might be gaining a couple tenths on him in certain sectors. Gotta really be mindful of those curves, man. You see how much this car jumps every time I hit one. Okay, we're running green, so that's not bad. Can't complain. Our pace is still staying on the better end of the stick, I guess you could say.
Let's warm up those brakes. Brake hard in the next few corners.
Let's see if we gain any more gap. Sector 1.
We've only got a few laps left to pass this guy, so if you're going to do it, it needs to be soon.
Not going to use all my curves this time. I'm going to save it for where I'm slowest. I think that's the smart play. Hopefully our fuel doesn't drop into the -1 range. If it does, we'll have to run lean. I'm going to leave him the inside line, but I am going to dive in above him. He's not going to be able to stick it. No way to pass on the inside line there unless the outside car is really slow. We're not that slow for him to let that stick, or to make it stick, rather. Use a little bit here. And that curb did it to us again. So he's going to get by back to 6th, unfortunately. See if I can't get that position back in the DRS zone. If I could just get a slipstream, I'd start catching him. I think he's just out of it though. regardless, I mean, we started in 17 and we've made it all the way in the top 10 in the points. How could you really complain? Should have DRS now. No. Surprise, I thought I hit it. I was within a second of the detection marker. Okay, I'm going to use all my curves here to make sure we get DRS. Hopefully. I think we just were going to miss out on it, to be honest. Yep, we did. What a shame. So it looks like we're going to be finishing in 6th. No cars behind us. Yeah, I'm in his slipstream now, but he's gonna gain away. He's gonna run away. As we hit the curb again. Thankfully, didn't lose that much time. Throttled, or the engine didn't cut out on us. Almost 2 seconds faster this time in that sector. Last time, that's how much that hitting that curve really affects the car. I think they need to lower that curve. It's not like that in real life. I don't think. I mean, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous curve, but I don't think it would be like that in real life, considering that could get somebody killed. It's basically a direct slingshot into the outside barrier that could cause somebody to get killed. The FIA wouldn't want that. Gonna use all my curves now. Running as hard as I can. Unless he makes a mistake, we're gonna be finishing in 6th place. Hopefully this records. If it does, I'm gonna be happy as hell. And I kind of want to be happy because I've been having a rough day so far. With some personal shit that's going on in my life that people have been really pissing me off, but that's a story for a different day. The moral of the story is women never know what they want. And when they do ask you for something and you give it to them, they change their mind. Very frustrating. Almost get me to the point where it's like I'd rather just not deal with it ever again. But anyway, a couple more turns to go to end the Belgian Grand Prix, and it's been fun. Although I've raced it about 8 times today trying to get it to record, and that's always the hardest bit. Is you gotta wait till the end to find out if it even recorded. So when you find out it didn't record, you're like, great, gotta run another race. So I've probably done that. Between all the laps I've put down here today, I've probably done 100% race here. Fernando Alonso takes the win. A little bit of a surprise there, just because the 2013 Ferrari pace is not all that great right now, especially Massa. Massa might be out of a job next season. So we're going to cross the line at 6th. I can't tell if it was Weber or Vettel that eked this out a couple laps before the end. I think it might have been Vettel. I'll have to watch back on the video, but that is all, guys. It was, yes, it was Vettel.
6th position. Nice drive.
But we got 8 points for that, even though it doesn't matter. That's pretty much the end. And I thank you guys for watching. So leave a like if you enjoyed it. It means a lot to me. It helps other people see my content, and you know, that really makes us as commentators feel good. So feel free to leave a comment. You got any criticism? As long as you keep it. Keep the flaming out. I don't, feel free to say anything you'd like, ask any questions you have for me. I'll always answer them. So leave a like, as I said, so see how many we can get, and I we'll see you guys next time, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on Season 2. No assists and some more intense racing, that's for sure. I've already seen it in the one race I've done so far. So yeah, guys, with that said, have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your weekend coming up. I will catch you guys later. Peace out.